Welcome to Oddball. Amin, it's our favorite time of the week. It's time for Trivia Tuesday. Last week, you were out, so Izzy Gutierrez filled in for you, and he lost to Jeremy Tache 4-3.
Oh, wow.
This week, thank God, you're back to reclaim the crown. If you can, because we have a very special challenger that I'm thrilled to introduce. It is Mo Dakhil. Mo, it's been too long since we talked to you. How are you, man?
I'm doing great. It's been a busy time since you guys have last spoken to me.
Yeah, a lot of shows, a lot of Trivia Tuesdays.
He got married. He lost to me in trivia somewhere else.
I lost to him trivia somewhere else. I went on a safari. I've done all sorts of things.
That's right, the safari. I forgot about that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is sort of a redemption, a moment for potential redemption, Mo. You have a chance to beat Amin. And we're very guest friendly here at Oddball. So I think, yeah, well, the way this works is we have up to 6 different questions, depending how many we get to. It's pretty standard. Whoever gets the most answers right wins the game. We encourage you to think out loud as you're thinking through your answer, but you are only allowed one final answer. And in the event of a tie, I pose a subjective question that I come up with and that is completely fair. So, Mo, are you ready? The first question's for you.
Yes, I'm ready to go.
Okay. There were 2 buzzer beaters this weekend in the NBA. The question is written here where I give you the answer to one. Who were both of them? And if you get them both right, you get 2 points.
Well, Julius Randle.
Okay.
And Julius Randle?
Okay, well, no, it was Jayson Tatum.
I don't even get to steal. Damn.
Yeah, sorry. But yes, Julius Randle, he had a step back 3 to push the Timberwolves past the Suns. Amin and I talked about the Timberwolves yesterday, but I wanna ask you, what do you think of their offseason moves at this point?
I don't really like them. I think it's going to be an up and down year for them with that, because I just think they gave away clear offensive system and spacing when they got rid of Karl Anthony Towns. Randall's not the shooter that Cat is. I know Dante DiVincenzo can come in and do a little more playmaking. He had a great game against Phoenix, so you're hoping you can kind of start to see that. But I'm just worried, man. Like, you got worse defensively with Randle, and I don't think you got better offensively with Randle. And my reaction when the trade happened, and it still stands now, I feel like you threw away a team that had a chance to go to the conference finals again, maybe even the finals. And now you put yourselves in a situation where I'm like, okay, you might get to the second round.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And Amin said it all comes down to the money.
Oh, I understand that part.
I know. Okay,
I work for Donald Sterling, guys. I understand the team being cheap.
You're like, no. We're very clear on that.
I've seen this movie before.
Okay. Well, it's a TV show and it's called Clipped, so let's give them some respect. Amin, here's your first question. As of Monday morning, there are 3 teams in the West with double-digit wins: the Warriors, the Thunder, and the ...
It's a team that I talked about a lot in the preseason. Talking about, I think they're going to take a leap. They're going to push to be one of the top 6 teams. I didn't think they'd be this good this quickly. Maybe it's just some early season stuff, but it is Alperen Şengün and them boys down in Houston.
Wow. You're correct. Our boy Alpi. I love that nickname. I think that's just absolute. I mean, I know it's just his name, but I really like it. They're 3rd in defense and 5th in net rating. Are you higher on them now than you were at the start of the season, or are you still about where you came in?
I think I'm still about where I came in. I think some of the other teams that are beneath them are like Denver, for instance, with all the time missed from Gordon, from Murray, now Jokic. I think at some point Denver's going to get it going and they're going to surpass them. I also think a couple of the other teams are Phoenix. They've had a little bit of a slide because of the injury to Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal. So I think over time, Houston's going to settle back down to where I thought they would be, which is like a 6, 7, 18.
Mo, do you agree?
I think so. it's just such an early start to the season. We tend to have that where teams kind of start up really good and then slowly and surely they kind of drip back to reality. But this is a hell of a start for them, and I think it puts them in a good position. Banking wins early puts them in a good position for success down the road.
Well, the other thing I'll point out, Charlotte, is this is what we talked about last year. Houston playing in games, trying to make the play-in. Like, that's where it transfers over, that feeling of we're playing basketball with stakes.
Right.
It sharpens the knife that is your following season.
Right. No, that's a great point, which is not something I say regularly. So, we'll play that on a loop for you. Mo, your second question. Which of these teams is not currently in first place in their NBA Cup group? The Orlando Magic, the Boston Celtics, the Atlanta Hawks, the Detroit Pistons. Amin's thinking.
I believe it's the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, because I host the pregame and postgame shows on the NBA Cup on the NBA app.
You sure do.
Rigged.
I saw you putting those out there. I love it. Yes, it is the Boston Celtics. They lost their first Cup game to the Hawks. All the other teams, the Magic, Pistons, and the Hawks, are 2-0 in pool play so far. What have you thought about the NBA Cup so far, Mo, as an expert?
I love it. I think it's been a lot of fun. I think you're seeing the guys are actually really buying in. The atmosphere for a lot of these games is pretty intense. You can feel it in that sense where guys are really playing much harder and pushing for it. And I love the point differential because there's a sense of like, okay, like we're up 5. Well, no, we need to win this game by double digits. We need the point differential. And it becomes more important as we get further in the group stage. So, I mean, I'm enjoying every bit of it.
Can you help me out real quick? Was the Celtics losing to the Hawks a fluke?
I think so. I think is just one. I feel like the Hawks just tend to give the Celtics trouble. But like, I think for them, I think once they get fully healthy, I mean, then it's like, okay, that's a loss we're not going to really take once we have Porzingis back and we're rolling. So I Charlotte, you don't have to worry yet.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not worried. I'm never worried. I mean, don't give me that face. Your second question, Amin. Which team currently has the best odds to win the NBA Cup on DraftKings? And I can give you a hint if you want it.
Hold on. So the team with the best odds to win it is going to be a team that's so far undefeated in cup play. It's going to be a team that's one of the better teams. I'm going to go Golden State.
No, it is still the New York Knickerbockers.
Tryhards.
Yeah,
New York tryhards.
I think that's why, right? Because they try so hard. Because I thought that would have changed by now. Objectively, though, who do each of you, starting with you, Amin, think is actually the favorite? Do you think it's the Warriors? I mean, like, in terms of your professional opinion.
I mean, I think if they're healthy now, Steph's back and everything, and they've been playing really well. They got one of the best net ratings. They have one of the best record, I think, in the league against teams 500 or better. They play. The tough part for them is they play in the toughest group. Their group is stacked. But I think if they get outside the group stage and to the knockoff stage, I think the Warriors they've just been humming. They've had a rhythm to them that no other team other than maybe the Cavs could match.
Yeah, Mo.
I think actually the Houston Rockets.
Wow.
I'm going with the young team.
That.
I'm going with kind of like what the Pacers did last year.
Yeah.
Like this is something like if you're Ime Udoka and with a young team, guys, this is kind of like playoff preparation right now. Like the intensity, ramp it up and things like that. I kind of like where they're at. I like the situation they're in with their group. I don't feel like they're in a extremely difficult group. I think they have a good chance to win it.
Okay, we try to be objective here on Oddball, but who would you least like to see in the NBA Cup Finals? I mean, I feel like I know your answer.
Least like to see in terms of entertainment value, or like least like to see, you don't want to see this team in the NBA Cup?
No, entertainment value.
Oh, the Washington Wizards. If I could put them on a boat and send them somewhere far away. Zach Harper, they're fun to watch. I mean, no, they're not. There's nothing about that that's fun.
Mo,
Oh, man.
what would your choice be?
I don't want to see the Toronto Raptors.
What?
Really?
They're so
But they've been
fun.
competitive.
They're so fun, man.
We know the story with them. It's
What?
we know what's gonna. It's just not gonna pan out for them. Like, come on.
All right. Well, that's
We're
fair.
just all excited because of Grady Dick, and we get to say his last name over and over again.
Is that how it's pronounced?
You
was
might
Godai.
be. Yeah, you might be onto something there. Mo, your third question. Chris Paul is 80 assists away from
I thought you were
moving.
I thought you were saying
He's
Chris
80
Paul's
years old.
That's both correct.
Chris Paul is 80 assists away from moving into second all time. Who will he pass in order to get there?
Ooh, second. I believe he will pass Magic Johnson. No. Wait, I'm not there. Oh.
Only one final answer, Mo. You got to talk it out.
See,
you know,
okay, yeah, I should have.
Unfortunately, no.
Can I guess?
Sure.
Jason Kidd.
Yeah. Well.
He should have get points. There was no steal opportunities. I was told in the rule book there were no steal opportunities.
Mo, you got to be aggressive. You got to.
I am. He shouldn't get points. I'm launching a protest.
Okay, that's good. But you make your own luck. Yes, John Stockton has the most assists of all time with 15,806. Jason Kidd is second with 12,091. And Chris Paul right now is third as of Monday morning, 12,011. Mo, what do you think about Chris Paul in San Antonio so far?
I love it. I think it's been great for Wemby. I think it's fun to have somebody that can actually pass Victor Wembanyama the ball. I think they're doing a great job in the pick and roll, especially pick and pop situations. Wemby's kind of getting more comfortable, as we've seen over the last few games, and getting used to the idea of where he's going to get touches from Chris. I love it. And I mean, Chris passed the Chris broke the record for his 12,000th assist off of a love play to Wemby. So I mean, it kind of doesn't get better than that.
That's pretty cool. You're right.
By the way, you know who else really appreciates Chris Paul being there beyond Victor Wembanyama?
Who?
Mitch Johnson.
Yes.
Fair. Okay, when we come back, Amin's third question. Welcome back to Oddball, here with Mo Dakhil. Mo, it's been great having you so far. Let's see how the second half shapes up. Right now, the score is 2-2. You're tied. You can still get revenge on Amin for beating you in the last trivia you did. Amin, we're starting with you for your third question, sticking with some all-time leaderboards here. James Harden moved up to second on the all-time three-point ranks, passing Ray Allen. After Harden, which active NBA player comes next on the list?
Like Klay Thompson is definitely a name that I'm thinking because he's made so many threes and he's played. I mean, this is like his 14th season. Oh, man, active though. Active. I'm trying to think who else. Chris Paul's been around for a while, but I don't think he has the volume that Klay Thompson has, even though he has 6 years on him. Or more, actually, because Klay missed a bunch of time.
I'm going
to stick with Klay.
Okay, well, that's not right.
Can you finish the clue there that you were trying to give him at the end before the thing that I...
Father Time is a big fan. It's Dame.
Can I steal for Dame Lillard?
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
she just said Dame. Hold on.
Well,
she literally said it's Dame, and then he said,
"Can I just told me what time it is."
I know, but then she said it's Dame, and then he said, "Is it Dame Lillard?" Like, come on, man.
We like Mo here. Dame needs 305 more threes to pass Ray Allen and move into third. James Harden, is he going to retire as the best player to never win a title?
I don't. Go ahead, Amit. Sorry.
No, I mean, like, look, there are a couple of names on that list that are really hard, like Karl Malone, Patrick Ewing, Elgin Baylor. You know, like there's a bunch of, like, it's a crowded list. Steve Nash, but like Harden absolutely is up there with those names. I don't know if he's better than those names, but I know it's not preposterous to put him up there with those guys.
Yeah. Is that what you were going to say, Ma?
He's in the mix. Yeah, I wouldn't put him at the top. Another name like Charles Barkley. Like, there's just a lot of guys that you have that just unfortunately weren't able to win a championship. So I think Amin said it was right on there. He's at the party, but I don't know if he's hosting.
He's in the bar. He's in not the MVP conversation bar. He's in the best player to ever win a title bar.
He's in the sad bar. Okay, Mo, your fourth question. The Cavs are 15-0. Best record to start the season ever is 24-0. And the next 10 games that the Cavs would need to win in order to break the record, how many times do they play a team that currently has a winning record?
Well, okay.
That's a lot of math.
I know they play Boston for sure on Tuesday, so it's at least one.
Okay. Is it over or under? Let's make the math. Is it over or under 4.5?
I'm saying because I'm guessing it's probably still going to be East heavy. I'm going to say it's under 4.5.
You're correct.
It's 4.
No, it's 3.
Oh, it's 3. I was I'm learning Charlotte math. Like, how can I make this?
Yeah, what's the simplest way that I could? No, actually, it's 3. They played the Celtics twice, the Nuggets once, and then their other games are the Pelicans, the Hawks twice, the Raptors, the Wizards, the Hornets, and the Heat. Do you think the
Heat
Cavs
will be 500 by then?
Okay, Miami guy. Mo, do you think that the Cavs can break the Warriors record for the most wins to start the season? Can they get to 25-0?
I don't think so. I think as good as they're playing, I think it's still really difficult to keep that momentum going. Like when I was with the Clippers, we went undefeated for an entire month in December. Mm-hmm. And like as soon as we lost, it was over. Like the whole run was over for us. But you lose kind of it's tough to keep that intensity up for so long, especially so early in the season. So I'm not sure if they're going to be able to maintain that.
I mean, do you think they can do it?
No. And I've been high on the Cavs, but I think beating the Celtics twice I think they'll beat them one time, but I think at that point it becomes a point of pride. The other thing also is that everyone's aware of your streak. So the focus, the intensity, the kind of effort that you get from the other side continues to grow as time goes by. So, and it's like Mo said, man, it's just hard. It's hard to continue to do everything right.
Yeah, totally.
But it's definitely set up for them to do. I mean, like, you couldn't ask for an easier schedule.
No, definitely not. Okay, Amin, your fourth question. There are only 2 players in the NBA averaging over 30 points per game. Can you name both of them?
2 players averaging over 30 a game.
Mm-hmm.
I can't name both of them, but I'm going to guess. I think...
That's all we can ask for here at Oddball.
I think Luka Doncic. I'm thinking out loud. These aren't my answers. Think about Luka. I'm thinking about Jokic, who's been tremendous this season. I'm thinking about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm thinking about Giannis and Damian Lillard because I know they've been playing individually well, even though the team hasn't gone on. I'm going to go Giannis as one and Jokic as the other.
No, but you're right on one of them. Let's give Amin 1 point because he was right about Giannis. Giannis is averaging 35 point. Thank you. Giannis is averaging 35.3 points per game. The second, Mo, do you want a chance to steal this?
I'd love a chance. I'm not sure I'm going to get it right, but I think I want to go with. SGA. No.
Sorry. This surprised me. It's Anthony Davis. 35.1 points per game.
I knew that.
There are the 3 players tied for third with 29.7, so they're just knocking on the door of 30. LaMelo Ball, Jayson Tatum, and Nikola Jokic. Mo, the Lakers are 4th in the West right now. How confident are you that they'll finish the season in the top 6 to avoid the play-in?
I think with their start, I'm pretty confident. I want to put the caveat that they got to remain healthy, and I think that's the big one there. But the way that they're playing with AD kind of being the main go-to guy, I think has been really big. I think JJ's done a great job. They actually run offense. Like they run sets. They run things to get into actions, to get guys in certain spots. I mean, Dalton Connect's been really good the past few games coming off the bench as a rookie. I just like the way they're playing. I didn't have them as a top 6 team going in, but the way they're playing and the way we're watching JJ kind of put stuff together, I actually kind of like their chances to at least be a playoff team.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised that this start has been as good as it has been. Although I guess LeBron has also had 4 triple doubles in a row, which might have something to do with it. Mo, your 5th question. The Lakers beat the Pelicans 104-99 on Saturday. Which Laker scored his career high during the game?
Ooh,
Come on.
actually one of the 2 games I missed this weekend.
Oh, man.
Think out loud, Mo. Think out loud.
Okay.
Think about what we were just talking
it's
about.
not going to be LeBron.
I'm definitely stealing this.
It's not going to be LeBron.
Okay.
It's not going to be AD.
Are you sure? Are you sure it wasn't LeBron?
Okay,
Could
I mean,
have
let
LeBron.
him talk.
LeBron. I'm sure it's not LeBron. Stop it. It'd been all over the place.
Could be crazy when the answer that turns out to be LeBron after you said it.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Don't do this.
Let me see.
It's not going to be AD. Man, it's going to be somebody random. Is it gonna? I'm just gonna throw it out there. Is it Dalton Connect?
Yes, you just said it.
Damn,
Good job,
man.
Mo.
I wanted you to say Jalen Hood Shafino was.
He had 27 points connect. He shot 5 of 10 from 3. There's been a lot of talk about the Lakers' other rookie. For a second, I was like, who is that? And then I was like, oh, right,
Yep.
LeBron James Jr. But connected, he's been starting games for LA. Do you think that he is a trade chip or a building block for this team?
I think he's more of a building block. I think in terms of I mean, he might maybe end up being a throw-in piece in a trade, but like, I don't think he's somebody that teams are calling going like, man, we need to go get Dalton Connect. Like, we'll give you whoever. And I don't think that's the case. I think he's a good building block for a team that actually really does need the shooting. I
Also
don't know
think
if that's
Like LeBron said, they need lasers.
yeah. So I don't think you could really just say like, okay, we're just going to put him in a trade. I don't think the market's that high on him either. So
Also,
I don't think
we know how much JJ loves this guy. And when he fell to 17, that was the only thing there was really to talk about in the draft last year.
That's wild to be the 17th overall pick and thought of as the other rookie to the 56th pick or whatever. Crazy.
Well, we'll go down to South Bay someday. Amin, your 5th question. The Sixers have stumbled out of the gate. But there has been a bright spot. Over the past 5 games, who leads the Sixers in scoring?
All right.
Think out loud.
I know this one, so I'm going to think out loud. Well, Tyrese Maxey's been hurt, and Paul George has kind of been up and down, and Joel Embiid is still getting his feet under him. Who could it be? Oh,
Who
that's
could it
right.
be?
It's the TikTok dancing star. It's Jared McCain.
I am so happy that Jared McCain is playing well. Everyone was like, oh, it's going to be a distraction. And he paints his nails and he dances on TikTok. And it has been so much fun. He's been averaging 26.2 points per game, including a 34-point game against Cleveland with all of the other Sixers who everybody talked about out.
Can I give some behind the scenes, like rumor mongering?
Yeah, you have 45 seconds.
I've heard that a lot of this whole TikTok and painting nails and stuff is all part of the ruse to lure defenders into or NBA players into a sense of like
No way.
false security. Yeah, like he's playing dead, but like he's actually out there to kill you. But he wants you to think, oh, I'm just this poofy soft guy who likes doing these silly dances.
I love
I
that.
would love that
so much. That's the
Wolf in sheep's
Charlotte
clothing.
Wilder playbook, except that I can't always
You're
make
a
it
sheep
through
in sheep's clothing.
on the other.
Like, you
Yeah,
take off
right.
the mask,
Exactly.
like,
I'm like,
another
oh,
sheep.
it's another sheep. Damn. All right, Mo, thank you so much. You beat Amin. How do you feel?
This is fantastic. It was redemption. I'm very satisfied. I will be retiring from trivia.
All right, well, we're going to have you back, so you're not. Bye.
There's a difference between I need to watch them play because that's my team versus I enjoy watching them play. You sound like saying, man, like McDonald's is trash, but sweet and sour sauce is really good. Like, okay,
Well, the sweet and sour sauce is really good at McDonald's.
That's not enough of a reason to say you like McDonald's.
I mean, I don't think you understand how much of a reason I need to go to McDonald's.